Once we're staring at Wolfsbane, then it's that time again. Cracks things. The one-on-one fight, this time between members of the New Mutants. Well, at one point in time, they were New Mutants. Now they're either a member of the X-Men or whatever Wolfsbane is doing right about this time here. So Wolfsbane's going to be a little bit of a trickier opponent for us because, well, if she decides to go invisible, we really don't have any good ways of tackling her invisibility. So we'll look at Wolfsbane's powers real quick, and then we'll look at Magik's powers, and we'll tackle it however it may transpire. Her black ability is called Rend. It costs 8 AP. What a lot of people are going to probably forget that her Rend does is it does damage. Since it's at level 5, it'll do 4 points, well, 4 hits of damage. Again, I don't have the exact figures out, but it'll do 4 hits of damage, and then she'll turn invisible. So she has an invisibility tile, and as long as that invisibility tile is on the board, she's not going to take any direct damage. And Magik doesn't have any ways to remove her invisibility tile. Like Magik can remove her countdown tile, well, Wolfsbane's countdown tiles and Wolfsbane's strike tiles, but not invisibility. That's gonna hurt us a little. That's gonna hurt us if she gets invisible. Then the black has a secondary ability called Silent Retreat, where it just says, "Oh, as long as she's invisible, invisibility things." All right. Her red ability creates blue strike tiles on red, and this one here cost, I think it was 9, 8. I think it's either 8 or 9. I forget. Again, and I just looked this here up before I began the fight. But like I said, she'll do damage, create strike tiles on red. I mean on blue. And then her purple ability, one with my wolf pack, she'll create countdown tiles, 5 countdown tiles on the board. This ability costs 7 in purple. Alright. So when each one of the countdown tiles that's on the board reaches 0, she's gonna do whatever her listed damage is. Now the difference is with her countdown tiles as opposed to any other characters that use countdown tiles. Her countdown tiles are going to be from 1 to 5. So first countdown tile, well, we know it's going to get off. So we got essentially 5 turns from the last countdown tile to reduce the amount of damage that we're going to get. Alright. Their purple ability, while it's going to be annoying, we have some ways to get around it. And the other thing I forgot to mention too, her countdown tiles will be on green, so it's going to be on the color that we're not really going to be matching. So she has a few things on her off colors, and that's going to, again, make things complicated, especially with the invisibility. Now Magik, aka I'm looking directly at Colossus right now, because that's his sister. Another member of the New Mutants, um, classic at least. Purple, red, and blue user. Her purple ability, Ruler Limbo, costs 9 in purple. Creates a repeater tile and transforms 2 basic tiles into red basic tiles, and then if the repeater tile is mashed away or destroyed or whatever the case, she creates 2 strike tiles. Alright. Her red ability, Slice Sorcery, costs 12. It will destroy up to 2 enemy strike, attack, protect, or countdown tiles. And it does target damage. And then finally, her blue ability, Eldritch Armor, is a passive. Anytime either Magik or any of her allies fire off power, she creates protect tile or protect tiles, depending upon if you have it having high enough levels. And then if you already have a special tile that's on the board, it will fortify the attack, protect, or strike tiles. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it should do. Oh yeah, and then the improvement. I forgot about that there. Yeah, I forgot about the improvement. That's the one part that I forgot about, the improvement. But the create and protect tile and then the fortification, again, I remember those. Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty tough fight for those who may not have a fully equipped Magik. So the best thing I would do, if you wouldn't be playing in the game long enough to have the retired boost for X-Men. So, or then again, you might have played long enough for the retired boost for X-Men, but that's an option. But mainly, boosting red AP, red damage, purple, and you want to try and avoid firing off your purple ability, even though it gives off red. You're going to be indirectly given Wolfsbane red as well. And so here I'm just going to throw off 2 neutral boosts, because again, it doesn't matter if I have green, red, black, green. Man, I'm getting colorblind and dyslexic and tongue-tied, and then team-ups as well, because I gotta finish off that boost quest. The other thing that you definitely want to do, you want to avoid. Okay, go for the throat cost 6. Okay, so I was way off. But the main thing you really want to do, you do not want Wolfsbane to go invisible. And with the 8160 health, yeah, the sooner that you don't let her, the more opportunities you don't have her to go invisible, it's great for you. Here I'm gonna go ahead and take match 5. Now I got 2 options. Either I take the red going this way, and then leave black, go red this way. I still leave. Either way, I'm gonna be leaving black on the board. So it's like, which way do you go, George? Which way do you go? More than likely, I'm gonna end up going this way here so I can cascade the red down in the blue. I said either way she was getting black, so let's go ahead and deny more black. Again, she takes red, and not much I can do about it. Here, this is a tactical decision here. I was gonna end up go to match 3, but I was like, I'll get the match 4 because that'll, lessen the opportunities for black. Now, whatever we do not need to match down here. Excuse me. And she can match anything else. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let her take the team up so that way we can set up some matches. Alright. I'll match this way. Got no choice but to take purple, and she ends up getting her black anyways. Well, let's make this match here, and then we gotta, oh well, at least we got rid of her black, so yay. Alright, I'll make this match going this way, and now one good slice sorcery will end this fight. Again, all about making tactical matches. That's all it is. It's like, even if the AI got cascades, can't see anything from past the top of the board, so it's whatever, yo. We got 25 command points on the docket pretty soon. And let's actually take a look at old Magik with a K. Fully in depth. Now I actually do like Ruler of Limbo though. I really do. And then I like the fact that the return, if it's matched, the repeater tiles matched to where it's destroyed, you get strike tiles. That's cool. But there's really no real discernible difference in having Ruler of Limbo anything other than 3. Yeah, I know the return you get stronger strike tiles and you get more, one more strike tile from it, but two basic tiles are red. Okay. Okay, just leave this here at 3. If you happen to get the 2 or 3 strike tiles as a bonus, okay. But it's nothing that you should focus fully on a team to be like, oh man, I had to get the Ruler of Limbo out, and then I gotta match or destroy this repeater tile so I can get strike tiles on the board. Like, no. Hopefully you're playing with guys or gals that either inherently make strike tiles at the start of the battle, or they make strike tiles as the fight goes on with either repeater tiles or them activating their powers, or whatever the case that might be. It's like sorcery, this is a no-brainer at 5. Again, at level 3, the damage is pretty pitiful, and again, still does the same thing. Here, we're essentially talking, Luke Cage is a bunch of fiddle faddle, but with the ability to remove strike, protect, or countdown tiles, or Yeah, that's actually the direct comparison that I'll say. Yeah, it's literally Luke Cage is a bunch of fiddle faddle, but without the bad, you say without the fact that Luke needs to have. He said he wants a relatively clean board, and Magic is like, nah, I really don't care. Protect tiles, strike tiles, countdown tiles, whatever, just go bye bye. But it'll do the damage first and then remove the protect tiles. Now, if it removed the protect tiles, say strike attack protect tiles first and then do the damage, that's you know that'll be beneficial. But again, order of operations. And then finally, Eldritch Armor. No real reason why not to have this here at 5. At level 3, you create 1 projectile. At level 5, 2 projectiles. And then again, fortifying 1 friendly strike attack projectile or 2 of them. And then the improvement is, again, not leaps and bounds better, but you can see a somewhat tangible difference once you get more and more improvements, especially if you're firing off multiple powers. But if you're firing off multiple powers, then chances are you're not really. Oh, I'm not even gonna get on that soapbox. Alright, so we know 355 is probably her ideal / best build. Now, who best to pair her up with? 4-star land, I typically pair her up with Black Panther 4-star and Shuri 4-star, because I'm looking at Shuri right now, and Black Panther is like a couple levels up. You should be like in the 350, almost 350s. There you go, 346. Jeez, brain freeze. Alright, and the idea with Black Panther and Shuri, you're gonna fire off Protector Wakanda. That costs 7. Alright, so with Magik, she'll create those 2 projectiles, and if you already have any special tiles, any strike, attack, and projectiles on the board, those there will get fortified and strengthened. Now, Black Panther, what's the main thing that he wants? What he wants to do? His kinetic shield. His kinetic shield. Anytime you match a projectile, a friendly projectile, you deal damage for every friendly projectile that's on the board up to a max of 8. Alright. So you match the friendly projectiles, boom, there you go. Very rarely will you use by tooth and claw, because you're going to be using, as I scroll down to Shuri, you'll be using her red Vibranium Virtuoso to fortify any loose tiles that are out. Fire Vibranium Virtuoso. Magik will do her thing to create more projectiles on the board, and if they're fortified, if there's any tiles in special, attack, protect, or strike tiles on the board, those will get fortified. And Shuri's thing, she wants to match any fortified tiles, and also too, if there are any fortified tiles that are on the board, she increases the the AP, well, the amount of AP needed for the enemy team to fire all their powers, and decreases the AP that we need to fire our powers. So essentially, you could have, with the Vibranium tech, you could have King of Wakanda down to like 4 AP. Or if you wanted to fire off Slice Sorcery, you could fire that off at 9. Or Vibranium Virtuoso, at 5 AP. Like it can get to be pretty bonkers, to say the least. But that's my primary fortified team. All right. Yeah. Again, if Magic's purple happens to get matched away, and it happens to be fortified, well, guess what? You're creating strike tiles. Alright. So now, other users, that can fire out powers pretty quickly. Again, Polaris, that's pretty much a no-brainer. So you could actually use Hulkbuster along with Magik, since Magik has a pretty, no, that's not a cheap purple, but it's a reliable purple that puts red on the board. Hulkbuster wants red, and his black can convert so many red tiles on the board, and then you fire that off, and you create protect tiles and strike tiles, and that'll be fortified and strengthened. You can wreak a little havoc. So again, that's that's a 2-team combination there. Again, like destroy everything with your reds if you want to go that way. I think here. How about use Magic Whip? No one with the Fantastic Four, and no one with the X-Men. Not with Totally Awesome Hulk, not with Rogue. Now I have seen Magik paired up with Apocalypse 5-star. Apocalypse, he happens to create projectiles. She fortifies projectiles. I mean, that's a thing too. Not necessarily with Wolfsbane, even though you'll be conflicting with red and purple, and then the Wolfsbane goes invisible. Magik can't really heal herself or whatever. You might actually could use her with the new Cape Pride Marauders. It's like anytime you fire off a power with Cape Pride, especially her yellow ability, then Magik will use her ability to fortify whatever those projectiles that are created, and then they'll be strengthened and fortified and all that there, and then with Kate's black, anytime you match any one of those special tiles on the board to do damage to the team. So again, there's an idea there, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's shattering in PvP, or even in PvE, for that matter. Maybe a Carolina Dean, So anytime Carolina goes airborne, she makes projectiles, and then those those are get fortified, and eventually, so that might be a decent team there. Her and Carolina Dean, maybe. And Carolina can at least heal you with her green ability, so there you go. And I'm not gonna ramble on any longer, because again, I don't. Is outside of the one Magic team that I reliably use. There's not much else that I can say to help Ileana's cause. I mean, she's middle of the pack. Again, she's not a bad character per se. It's just when she was released in the game a couple years back, there's other characters that were doing things that while she added something new, she added a new wrinkle to the mix in the game. It wasn't enough to move the needle to be like, oh, hey, yes, this character here is actually someone that we should chase after or whatever. You know, but those there are the breaks. And let's see who we got for the next crash. Oh, Super Scroll. Ooh, so this is another, well, relatively new one, because I know we haven't done Super Scrolls yet. So a lot of folks are going to get their first introduction in the Super Scroll. Alright, well, I'm going to knock out the rest of these Deadpool dailies. And then I'm going to also see, do I really need to pull from that vault with Ghost Rider and Magik? I highly doubt it, though. I highly doubt that I need Star-Lord 2. But tomorrow, which is Thursday, with the start of the new season, all of you know what tomorrow is. And then it's Puzzle Gauntlet, the game that nobody asked for. Man, hey. We don't need hate. We don't need hostility. We want people to know that you're welcomed here. It's like all viewpoints are welcomed here. So, let me get off my soapbox, finish off all this, or y'all have a good one.